Alright, we're back with UltraMoon and we're back with the questionable boss rush against all the trial peeps. Last time we handled Mina herself, Ilima, Lana, and kind of Mallow, and Kiawe, so... Well, okay, based on the fact that Moraine is here as well, we're probably gonna be fighting either one of them, depending on the version or something. Oh, you know, Moraine is here for no real reason. Yeah, okay, he's gone. Big Mo. Oh. Okay, but why though? Yeah, he's gone. So... yeah, I guess there's no fight at all. What the hell? Why? Oh no, that's Guzma. A Guzma alert in the distance. No. No. You're not going to make me fight Guzma again. Oh no. No. Please no. Please no. Okay. Thankful question mark. No battling, please. Yes? Well, what a surprise. Team Skull consists of Morans and Numbskulls. So, are we finally getting the twist that how is going to turn a new leaf and become evil? I called it. Totally gonna happen. No? Okay, which one of you am I going to actually have to fight? Gripclaw, okay. Okay, please don't fight me. Anyone else. Literally anyone else. Okay. Okay, how you can... You can stop now. I don't actually care about what you have to say. More important things are about to unfold. Okay. Why are all these random characters now here? The game just kinda gave up on the... on the challenges. Is that what we're learning here? Acerola doesn't even seem to be here. Really? So we're doing Nano again. I don't think Nano was too bad last time, so... I'm not too worried, though this was certainly not what I had in mind. If we're having a rematch with Nanu right now, that probably means that he's not a part of the Elite Four this time either. Oh no, he has a Pokemon that's at a higher level than the other ones. Okay, so Sableye. How do I want to deal with Sableye? It shouldn't be a physical attacker, I don't think so. Let's just throw some ice at it and see how it sticks. Not well. That's a pitiful amount of damage. I mean, if I hit 5 times, it'll rack up, but... yeah, Shadow Ball. I'm trying to think, is there better options for me to be doing than whatever this is, because Yugi isn't going to be getting a level up out of this either, not at this rate. The second Shadow Ball is going to take Yugi out here. So it looks like if I had gotten maybe 9 hits total, that would have been enough. 10 would definitely have been enough. I guess I can go with Raku. Raku should be able to take this thing out pretty comfortably. Can't really use Foul Play on it since it's not like Sableye has a high attack stat. Oh, it has Power Gem. Well, this better take it out then. Which it did. Fair, I'll consider that a win. Persian, okay. Persian is the one I'm most worried about, so let's start by Thunder Waving it. Oh, it has Fake Out, lovely. That didn't do much. Z-move? No, it just throws rocks at me. Or laser rocks me. Okay, I think I want to go with Yuri so I can get the stun off. That seems like it might be an advantageous thing to do. Since this thing is still a special attacker, it means that my dearest rock isn't the ideal way of fighting it. I should be able to take another one of those, so let's throw some seeds at it. Oh, even better. And I'm starting to realize that Yuri is actually kind of overleveled compared to my other teammates. That's not exactly ideal, but... well, these are kind of difficult battles as it is, so I think I should be playing them seriously instead of trying to go for equal games, basically. That has priority? No, that's gross. Okay, at least that's done with, I guess. Yeah, I think there's going to be at least some stuff in the Victory Road that I don't have to be too worried. If Bob gets actually priority with First Impression and takes this out pretty easily. Actually, First Impression might actually just beat whatever the last Pokemon he has is. Except I can't use it unless Ipop is removed from the front. But I don't think Absol can super effectively hit me, so... if it hits for more than half with the Sucker Punch, which it did, because it was a crit, because of course it was, I'm gonna get First Impression off. Assuming we get that far. So let's go with Fluffy. Fluffy should be able to take that hit pretty well, and... well, it's gonna be slower anyway, so Hammer Arm really... oh, it has Psycho Cuts, that's bad. Fluffy? Fluffy! Fluffy! Yo, yo, yo. Amazing. Fluffy took that hit. A crit to boot. Like a champ. Amazing. Okay, and Nano was about as difficult as I expected. Okay. How convenient that you still have the Petal. But that's it. No one else to deal with. Really? That doesn't seem right. Since the Pokemon Center is close by, I think I'll accidentally... oh, I thought I accidentally entered a house that wasn't marked on the map, but was just an area transition. Well damn, if I had known that I wouldn't have done Kiave last time. Now, that was probably the high point of the video. It's all downhill from here. On the other hand, we're nearing the end of the game at a pretty rapid pace. And yes, a rapid pace, not a rapid pace. Which you might think was what I meant to say, but no, I don't know. I have a rapid pace. I don't know where I was going with this. So let's never talk of this again, and let's see what horrors Minna still has in store. Just to be safe, I'm gonna save one more time, in case the mysterious final person pops out of nowhere. Okay, well, based on what you just said about the trial captains wanting to know, basically, how we grow, I can conclude that Mallow isn't really a fit for this job, because she's kind of stoned at all times, and also Sophocles is also not a fit. Also, what is this? I mean, I know it's the... Wait, just that? What kind of mad boosts is this thing going to have? Like, Crybombie isn't exactly final ultimate totem material. Oh, it's that so sharply. Yeah, that would do it. So, double everything. Alright, I'm gonna hit it with my head. Quiver dance? Really? Okay, this is going to get bad really fast. That did nothing. Pelipper? What kind of random option is that? And how is Rain going to help Raibombie? Okay, I expect this Raibombie to just bomb me out of the sky in one hit. No, Yuki was able to take that. Yuki is also slower than a Pelican, which is now steadily increasing its defenses, so this is probably gonna be bad. You know, a single crit would probably end this fight immediately. The only reason the Raibombie didn't explode on contact was because it has, like, 2 stages of defense there. Okay, I think I might be able to do this. Okay, what's my next step? Here is a terrible matchup. Everything is a bad matchup. So, I honestly don't think I have much of a choice here, and this could still be very bad on grounds of there being a Pelipper. So if this fails, I'm going to switch... Oh, good god. I'm going to switch Damo to the front so I can just immediately toxic this thing. Yeah, this is looking bad. I can't really focus on the Pelipper though, since it's a kind of a lesser threat compared to this Raibombie, which by this point has stacked like 4 levels of damage on it, so I don't think anything can take a hit from it anymore. The only option would be to outspeed it, and none of my Pokémon can. Except for one. That being Fluffy. Fluffy could outspeed it if it gets lucky with a Quick Law. But Rock Slide isn't going to take Raibombie out in one hit. So it needs to be a crit to maybe do something. And then it would, I don't know, have to flinch. And then we could talk about chances. Maybe. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this Raibombie absolutely destroyed me. At this point. Like, yeah, Raku has all kinds of super effective moves, but without priority it's not gonna help. Oh yeah, use it on the wrong Pokemon too, why not? I mean, there is always one simple solution to this. Just give Raku a Focus Band, or Sash, or something. And yeah, I think the fight is just about over with that. Well, no need for me to waste time, I'm just going to reset real quick and we can spend some quality time immediately toxicing this thing. And I fully expect it to have something to counter that, because this is the easy way out, basically. Yeah, let's skip through this. Like, Ribombee itself can't really do much to Damo immediately, but it can't handle at all the Pelipper, so my only option is to use Toxic on turn 1. But if it has something to remove the... If it has something to remove the poison, which it very well might, it's not gonna help. I'm going to need something more. In which case, I might actually have to focus on killing the Pelipper first. With whatever my team has that can take hits. And that's none of it. So okay, let's throw Toxic at it. Since it seems to like to start with Quiver Dance to make this fight absolute misery. Speaking of absolute misery, I think it's calling for another reset unless Pelipper decides to be stupid and goes for Stockpile first. Which there is a chance it might, so I'm going to hold out on that for just a brief moment. Okay, what kind of damage does... Oh my god. Okay, yeah, let's restart that, because I'm a scrub and I don't know how to play Pokemon other than resetting and hoping for extreme amounts of luck. I wish it was that simple. But because I refuse to use items in battle and I refuse to grind, this is really what I'm reduced to. I don't think there is much else I can really do. Like, I'm probably a broken record at this point on this topic, but it's not like I can really do much in this sense. I don't know. Like, the fight isn't going to work out itself, and I obviously don't know beforehand what the team is going to be. So the first attempt might very well be spent entirely on just trying to scout out the team. And after that, we can talk about Mercy. I mean, we can talk about me forgetting to switch to the correct Pokemon. I'm an idiot. It didn't go for the boost. Oh, there's a crit. It doesn't really help, because not a single Pokemon on this team is going to serve. Blizzy? The hell? Okay, that changes everything. That thing almost certainly has aromatherapy or anything to support this thing. Yeah, heal pulse. That's a good one. Well, that changes everything. What is there that I can do now that I have this kind of power in my hands? Raku probably can't take a hit. Yeah, I'm almost certain this thing has like aromatherapy or some kind of similar move to that. Now, I do have one option here. I can use First Impression and try to blow this Blizzy out in one turn. Assuming I'm alive after this. Well, I have priority, so yeah, I am. Okay. Good god, that EXP. Okay, what kind of damage is this without any boosts? All of it. Okay. Now, I don't think it's going to summon a new Pokémon immediately, and it still hasn't boosted, so Demo might actually still work out, as long as that doesn't happen. Or I guess that was boosted by Heal Pulse, so there is that. The same thing should apply to this Belliber though, in theory. I should be destroying it immediately. Now let's see if I can get lucky here. Okay, it goes for the Quiver Dance. So if Belliber doesn't go for Scald, or I don't know, Damo leaves it, that would be nice. And with that I think all the hope is gone. Brilliant. I mean, if I was smart, I probably wouldn't have done it in this order or something, but right now, I'm technically speaking, I'm just going to roll with it. Since in theory, I should check if there's different dialogue given after I lose. I went for the stockpile now. Lovely. Like, I should check that, but the real reason, honestly, is because I got a massive pile of EXP out of the Blissey. And since this is an actual important fight, that clearly doesn't count as grinding, I'm certainly not grinding EXP out of that. Maybe that time I'll actually remember to switch my proper Pokemon to the front, and I'm also, since we're already giving all the excuses out all at once, I'm hopeful that I can pull out something useful here, and that is the fact that there's going to be less dialogue since I already have the Rainbow Flower or whatever. So if I... Oh, where the hell am I? This is most certainly not the correct Pokemon Center, is it? Yeah, that sure is the wrong one. Also, Rotom is still talking about how it sounds like how it sounds nice that we're collecting petals. Rotom, have you been informed that we're no longer doing that? I have the flower. Okay, so before I forget, let's switch Damo to the front. Because this is still what we're reduced to. And then I'm going to actually save before the fight again. Just to be safe. And then we can be excited about the fact that we get to see the cutscene of Raibombi flying around again, probably. Unless we get the entire cutscene. No, okay. Only a slight bit. Yeah, but where's the skip button though? Game Freak, any other game would honestly give people a skip button for stuff like this. At least I hope they would. Since that sure would be nice to have. Alright, let's bust this joint. Actually, now that I think about it, if it's going for that first, that means it's not getting the boost, so maybe that triggers the Blissey to pop in. If that's the case, that could still be very bad. Okay, is it bad? Good. Okay. It's what I hoped it would be. Okay, we should have this in the bag. Belliber isn't going to be a threat on its own. So now I just gonna be stalling this Raibombi to death. And after that I can slowly deal with this Pelipper, since I don't think the assist Pokemon in totem battles can actually summon anything. My most effective way of stalling is to switch to a different Pokemon to take a hit. So I think I'm going to... I'm trying to think here carefully. What is my worst Pokemon for this match? Fluffy isn't going to be useful because it's weak to Pelipper, assuming it has flying type moves, which is kind of an assumption I shouldn't probably be making, so I should be shutting up. I mean, it's obviously not going to leave a Dazzling Gleam. So yeah, so far this thing hasn't really used any other offensive moves, so might be the only thing it has. Okay, next up is Damo. Let's stall further. I wonder if the Raibombi also has a healing pollen or whatever, the one that can both damage or heal, because that would make it into a support Pokemon for this abomination of a bird. Okay, I think we're pretty close. I don't want to throw Yuki in. Or do I? Yuki could actually take a hit. Potentially. I don't think the Raibombi has even boosted yet. So Yuki is actually a prime option. Maybe. Yuki was not a prime option. Alright. But with that, the first threat is eliminated. Let me think though. Damo is at the lowest level, so... No, this was dumb. If I want to maximize my EXP gains out of this, since I kind of should, I should have switched to literally any other Pokemon. In this case, it probably would have been Ippo, since Ippo has a priority move, so it would have probably defeated Raibombi right now. So it would have gotten that EXP. That being said though, Damo is now in the front against a Pokemon it can't take a hit from. Unless it could. If Damo was at full health right now, it might be possible for it to actually take this hit, since there's no more rain. I don't know, this fight seems kind of disjointed, I guess. Like, normally the assist Pokemon have actually complemented Raibombi properly. This time I don't really feel that, at least not with Pelipper. Like, what is Pelipper doing to make Raibombi a bigger threat? Blissey I can see because Raibombi has insane bulk now. So it can work as a healing Pokemon, and why are you not attacking? Everything about this worries me, but I do want to get the paralysis off. At the very least. And... I'm trying to think here. Is it a good idea for me to blow my C-load on this bird on this turn, since it has 2 extra levels of defense that it could be losing if it uses Spit Out or Swallow. Especially if I use this, I deal damage to it and then it heals all of it. Thanks to Swallow. That is a very real possibility. Oh wow, that did nothing. Okay, maybe they made this Pelipper to just be an annoying tank that hits moderately hard at the beginning. Also, do I want to use Fly? Pelipper doesn't have massive attack stats. So if I want to deal damage, Fly is probably still the better option. The problem is that gives it 2 turns to set up more stockpiles. As long as it can use them somehow. If it can swallow them, it can heal and then it can start setting it up again. and prepared for Skull to burn me because it has 150% chance of succeeding. It's actually 30%, but 150% sounds more accurate to reality. I mean, I didn't get burned and it's not going to matter anymore, so who cares? Alright, that leaves me with 2 Pokémon. Assuming this thing doesn't summon anything, Ippo should be able to take it out. And I immediately regret this decision because while Rock Slide is super effective, I need to take a hit. And if I'm taking a hit, that means that I'm doing bad things. Well, it's paralyzed, I should be faster. How? And it's going to deal more than half. And because of that, Ippo didn't flee. Okay, but why? I really need to look that up at some point. Because that should have screwed me over. Is it only if it's already attacked? I don't think that's the case because it has screwed me before. Well, I didn't beat all of them because some of them were kind of little bitches. Okay, Ferium C is not gonna be particularly useful for this team. Honestly, I'm not even sure about having Raku with the Flyinium C, since I could probably think of a better way to make that happen. Okay, yay, we get to learn a thing. Yay. Alright, I forgot. There is still a grand trial. I legitimately forgot that's a thing. Well... Oh no, Hapu is here already. I didn't even get a chance to heal. Oh, okay. Why in Executor Island? Okay, Hala has been reduced to a jobber for even how, so that's not saying much. Then again, I expect you're going to be back in about 1 episode when I get to the Elite 4. Okay, let's heal, and I guess we still have time to fit in a grand trial here. I honestly don't expect it to be that hard. My team is actually moderately equipped to deal with this one. Can I fly to exit? No, I can't. Why can't I? So, obviously Yuri is going to have her moment to shine here. Is this even the... This is not the boat. But I also have a flying Pokémon, which may or may not be useful. And this is also not the boat. And then I have also Yuki, who is weak to ground type, but is also super effective against it. So that might work into my advantage somehow. So I am slightly hopeful that this is going to go fine. Now that I think about it, didn't we do Hapu's grand trial way earlier in the Sun and Moon, like basically as soon as anything? If you could give me a lift, that would be nice. Alright, you know the drill. Time to save. And specifically time to save before I switch my team around. So you know, we know I can be totally screwed over here. I'm gonna lead with Yuki without any real knowledge on what is going to come out. Okay, is the executor part of this? Oh no, they're everywhere. Okay, Hapu, are you ready for your first grand trial battle to be a spectacular loss? Because I'm ready for that. Golurk. Golurk? Lurk? Golem? Golurk? Gobblurk? Okay. It's Ground Ghost. It's a physical attacker. And let's see how Icicle Speed is gonna do. It's gonna do in the form of fighting type damage equals Yuki is dead as shit. Okay, fair enough. Alright, immediately to Yuri. This thing was faster than I anticipated, so I should be stunning it. Okay, it wasn't that slow or fast or anything. Hammer Arm. Oh wait, it did lose speed out of Hammer Arm. Is there any way I could use that to my advantage? Well, Yuri can't take another one, so I need to go with Giga Drain. Oh, that wasn't enough to KO. Well, not, but it was also a crit. And flawless victory. Not gonna go for the Petal Dance here. Oh, lovely. That's not gonna actually make a difference, and in fact, I thank you for the free HP, unless it has priority, but I think if it did, it would have used it by now. Okay, one down. Next up, we have Flygon. That's bad, because Flygon would have been prime material for Yuki to deal with. Dragon Breath, so it doesn't seem to have fire-type moves. That's a good sign. The rest of what happened here was not a good sign, though. It's still going to be faster. Yuri can take another hit, though. I'm gonna go with the Lead Seed first. So let's see how that works out for me. Badly. Okay, I'm gonna believe in Flygon being fully paralyzed, which didn't happen, so no such belief. Okay. I don't see Raku being useful in this situation. Damo is literally useless in this situation. And Ippo should be faster than this thing. I hope so. I did take note that Hapu actually has 4 Pokemon, which could be actually bad. Well, let's hit it with priority moves. No paralysis, please. It's only 20%. Assuming I'm still faster, this would actually work brilliantly. I wasn't, and this is probably going to work unbrilliantly. Yeah, about that screwing me over every time. I mean, I guess I can go with Fluffy. This thing is a special attacker though, which is bad. Earth Power. Okay, well, I know now it has that. Which already makes it into a bad matchup for Yuki, since Yuki is probably slower than it. Paralysis or no paralysis. Okay, and Ippo can finish it up with First Impression. And then I can start worry about the remaining 2 Pokemon, which could be anything between terrible and even worse. let's see. Well, Hippo is gaining on those levels though. Okay. Liquidation. Is Liquidation a physical move? It is. Hell yes. What do I replace? Laser Life is useful, so is First Impression. I think Rock Slide might have to go. I mean, I can always relearn it if I need to. Certainly useful for this particular fight. Kind of too late to learn it, I guess, but... Okay, there comes... there comes Death Express. Okay, okay, let me think here. I'm probably gonna lose this first fight. On grounds of learning Liquidation, though, I shouldn't be restarting the fight, since that could be actually useful in this fight. Okay, I have Damo and Raku left. Damo is weak. I should have switched to Raku, actually, knowing that was coming. But otherwise, I'm not sure if I really want Raku in this situation. And I guess I can fall play it. Well, there's no way Mudstail would be faster at least, so that's good. Oh, that's gross. That's really gross. Okay, so I don't want to waste time on killing this thing. Or I need to use special moves, which is also an option, so let's opt for the nuke strategy and see how that does. I expect it to take about a third of its health, maybe? Yeah, that sounds about right. With the defense boost, that is. Crit, maybe? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Taking note that Raku is not a terrible matchup otherwise. Can take a few hits out of this thing. It's just not enough to actually take it down, thanks to stamina. And that leaves me with just one Pokémon which can't do this. Since Damo is not exactly the most useful against ground types. At least it's a physical one, but I don't really see that helping, so let's Toxic. Let's miss Toxic and then get killed by Earthquake. Okay, that seemed like it was complete overkill, based on the speed the health bar disappeared to it. So I don't think going with Iron Defense would be helpful.